Howdy, howdy. I am back from SCG Con Houston, and we've got a lot of great stuff. I didn't think I would come back with this many things, but you realize that you get prize tickets, you spend those prize tickets, you finish in the top 8, you get some prizes, you get the promos, you get some trades and some special things. I'm gonna hit these last because these are the most valuable things I think I got over the weekend. So let's get into what I got. If you're going to SCG Con Baltimore, you can expect to come home with this and much more, especially if you finish top 4, top 2, even more. I know my friend Capricorn finished top 2 in the constructed tournament where I won this as a prize. He won a Dragon Box, which is awesome. Good for him. And he's competing this weekend. Good luck, Richie and everyone else going. Let's go into the SCG Con exclusives, and that's starting with the first. So if you played in the side events, that is the Friday night 1250 constructed and the Saturday night sealed, you get the first promos, and I got 2 of those because I played in both of them. Funny story, I almost missed the Saturday night sealed because we were taking so long in the top 8, and then I went on to the top 4. I ran to the sealed event after I lost to Sneaky Joe. Congratulations, good game on that one. After I lost to Sneaky Joe, I ran to the sealed event, and I got there and they said, you have 13 minutes to build your deck because everyone's already started. They've been going for 45 minutes. I literally had 13 minutes to unpack and rip all my packs and try to put together a deck. And at the same time, I had Roaming Boss sitting next to me, shout out. And he was telling me all his cards and the cards he was excited for. And I was like trying to stay focused on mine. I'm sure I came across a little grumpy there. But I ended up going 3-1 that night. So I'm happy with that. And I got the first for that one. So I've got 2 of these first promos, and I would love to go to Vegas, guys. So I will be selling these. If you want to purchase these, shoot me a message in the Discord. I'll be posting them later on, along with a few other things I will be trying to sell to pay for Vegas. Because the deal with the family is if I want to go to Vegas for cards, I've got to have the money from cards. So help me fund Vegas. Additionally, for the main events, we got the promo for Wretched Mirror of Requiem. And I moved my light. I see now that it's way too glary, so I'll fix that in the next video. But I got the Wretched Mirror of Requiem. This one is the Houston only promo. You only got this if you played in the main events. That's Saturday constructed and Sunday's sealed main event. At Baltimore SCG Con, they'll be giving a separate city-only promo, which is the Sears Gaze. But I originally was going to trade, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep one for my PC because I am collecting Umbrathine from Existence. And one, I promised that I would hold it for Mighty Fluke, who helped me with a lot of practicing, gave me some trades that I needed for my constructed deck where I did place top 4. And so I want to honor my request, give him first right of refusal. So I will be either selling or trading this to him. I am very thankful for all the help that he gave me. So on to prizes. So placing on the Friday night and Saturday night sealed events, you get prize tickets. So you get 150 for participating and then 150 for winning. And for prizes, 1 collector booster. Now this was Houston prices. This could totally change in Baltimore and future events. But 150 tickets gets you a collector booster pack. So basically for playing, you get a collector booster pack, and then for every win, you get a collector booster pack. You could also buy 2-player starter sets. Bought a lot of those actually with my tickets. So I've got a few extra decks. I was trying to have the Wonders team give them all out, and I think they did. So I got the collector packs from those as well. Overall, I came out with 14 collector booster packs. That's almost half a box. That is 2 bundles. And I think I'm gonna keep 2, and I'm gonna sell 12 of these in the Discord. So find me there. As well as my top 4 prize. Let me tell you, this is the second box I've held since the Kickstarter. I cannot afford boxes, like just to buy a whole box. I'm actually saving to try to just get a case for Call of the Stones pre-release, or not pre-release, but MSRP release. So ever since the Kickstarter, I've only gotten 1 collector booster box, and that was during the Magic Historian cardboard sale or whatever. And I was honestly, I was only able to get it because they allowed the shop payment, and I was just paying $50 a month. That was the only way I could really get it. And so to hold this now, I am so excited, and I wish I could rip it, but unfortunately, I'm gonna keep it sealed and I'm gonna sell it to pay for Vegas. Just this alone should pay for my lodging for Vegas. So I will be selling that as well. There will be other things for sale in the Discord. I'll try to put it all in one post, but I will be listing that there. Now, one thing to remember is when you play sealed, you also come home with a lot of cards. So you play in a sealed event, you open up a sealed bundle and you get to keep all the cards. So this was my deck from Friday night, and not a whole lot of cards to really call home about. I think there was a foil Rootling Terror, maybe another foil rare. So this was my side deck. And then for my main deck, this is what I was playing sleeved. I don't think I made any adjustments, but one card I did hit, here it is right at the back, I did hit a Blazing Phoenix pub. And this actually really helped me because I got this on the board with a Kairos Mistral, which is tap and stun target enemy. So I was able to basically double up on Kairos. So here we go, yeah. So Kairos Mistral, tap, stun an enemy, and then Blazing Phoenix pub makes them legendary, and I was able to untap them and stun an enemy again. I think that helped me win that match. It was a pretty cool little combo there. And then on Sunday, we had a sealed tournament. And this one, I hit one mythic, but I couldn't play them, and that is Purpurea. I would have loved to play this, but 12 cost, I didn't have a great way to get them out, to cheat them out, and nothing to really try to bounce them back either. So I did hit another Rootling Terror, so I hit 2 Rootling Terror foil. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, very cool thing. And also a little bonus for those watching, if you do play. I did learn that you can, Symbiosis only works on current cost, so when you Symbiosis for a 3 power, you has to target a 3 power, but Rootling Terror, you can put the -1 counters on the card first, so you can take a 6 card down to 3 with the counters, and then Symbiosis that 6 card. So that opens up a lot that Rootling Terror can do. So anyways, that was a big hit for that one. So I'm glad I got a mythic pub out of one box and then a mythic Purpurea. Unfortunately, I already have this one, so if you want this one, I will be selling it as well. All right, last things here are trades. Oh, you know what? Let me show you the box my wife made. Yes, my wife made me a card box. I don't have any small boxes. I don't have any like small long boxes that you can just fit a sleeve of cards. I just have the big chonkers that are like 6 times this size. So I was like, man, I really want to take some cards to try to trade, but I don't have a box to take them in. And my wife said, don't worry, honey, I got you. And she made me this box. She grabbed cards and she sized it out right. She grabbed an old makeup box that she had. She put like little sleeves in there, a little buffer here. And then not only that, she put stickers. So she got formless foils. Here's all my formless foils that I was trading. Here's all my common foils. She made a sticker for my OCMs, for my alt arts, and for my promos. It was so cool. I was showing this to people and they were like, wow, you have the best wife. And I was like, I know. That's why they made the card Keeper of Beauty and put her on it. She just did fantastic. So I was super excited to bust this out. I love my wife for that. But one big trade that I was gonna make, I sold a few cards. Shout out Prismatic for buying some of my cards here. But one trade was great. I was kind of venting a little bit because I had a formless foil Arius of Foulwind. It was my only formless foil mythic. I actually traded my guitar for a batch of formless foil mythics. And Arius was the last one that I wanted to get rid of. And I said, man, no one will take this card. And Dr. Bray, shout out Dr. Bray, he said, well, let me take a look. What are you looking for? And so he traded me. He said, I got these 2 Umbrathine mythics. Which one you want? And he was so nice to let me pick. So I picked the Jan the Magician Formless Foil Mythic. We are 1 more down on the Umbrathine collection. I think I got 7 more Formless Foils and I will be complete. So Jan the Magician, I already got the alt art, thankfully, and now we've got Jan the Magician Formless Foil Mythic. Super excited to put this in my binder, and Dr. Bray is just awesome. I think he was the only one that beat me Friday night, so good game on that one as well. And Jan the Magician looks good here, Formless Foil. Last treat of the weekend. You guys have seen it before in my previous videos. I talk about it a lot. Brian Tinsman was at the event. And so of course I brought the Prisoner Formless Foil, already signed by Jeff French. That is Frenchie, one of the CEOs or co-owners of the game. So I got Jeff French's autograph on it, and now I've got Tinsman's autograph on it. I am over the moon. Last thing I need to do is get Ramal's, the artist's signature on it, and it will be a 3 sign complete. My wife knows if I pass away, don't sell this. My kids know, don't touch this. I am a collector for completion. So I know there's some talk in the Discord about getting signatures without authentication. And yeah, if I cared like maybe 1% more, I would try to get it authenticated. Maybe I can go back, maybe I can bring it to events. I heard sometimes that if you have the signer there, you can tell them to authenticate a previously signed card. I might do that later on, but honestly, I'm just so excited to get a double sign on this. But even if the monetary value is 0 on it, it's still just as valuable to me. I am super excited to have this Formless Foil Prisoner double signed by Jeff French and Tinsman. So what a fantastic weekend. Thank you guys for watching this and letting me share my hobby. I'd love to know what you got this weekend. I think the top gets are honestly my trades because they mean so much. My wife's box, I think that was so cool of her to do. She was just lovely for doing that and letting me go and taking care of the kids and holding down the house, and it was a whole thing. So thank you guys for watching. Anyways, I'm just super appreciative and, like I said, over the moon with how this weekend went. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked all this stuff. If you didn't like all this stuff, please be sure to let me know. I only take it seriously if you dislike the video twice. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Adios.